Hey everyone, this is Rich with Fire TV Richie, and this is going to be part two of Everything Cody. And this build that's been installed onto your Kodi device is not the normal build. Like a lot of times when you buy a Kodi stick, I mean not a Kodi stick, sorry, an Amazon Fire TV stick, it will have a basic Kodi application, and it won't have all this other the graphics, and it won't have all the sub menus and all that kind of stuff, and it'll be 10 times harder. I mean, to find what you're looking for. Plus, you have to do all the add-ons yourself, all kinds of stuff. So this is a great setup to have. So you're lucky for that, and I'm glad that I'm able to offer this kind of a build to my customers. And anyway, the last video was about TV and movies. The rest is all basically just fun. it's all. I mean, you're gonna find movies and all that kind of stuff too, but it's kind of like when you're bored and you just need help figuring out what to watch. So, for instance, like in the section that says for him, there's westerns, war, comedy, martial arts, horror, sci-fi, and animated. Then there's submenus, the top 300 from IMDb. I'm not sure if you know what that is, but that's a website that is kind of like an actors page slash movie page, or actors website slash movie website that has all kinds of information. Like if you're looking for a movie, it'll tell you every single person who's in the cast, and just different odds and ends here and there. So there's sports movies, documentary, conspiracy. Let's just click on conspiracy. Just see what happens. And this is a very fresh install because I just had to do another reinstall on this particular device that I'm using. Because I don't remember if you noticed there was some problems in the last video. Actually, you didn't see the last video because I deleted it. I'm making this one fresh. So there's the Manchurian Candidate from 1962. Wow. That's the old one, old one. And JFK, 1991. Huh. Some of these might be documentaries, but it's interesting stuff. I mean, it's kind of like when you're bored and you're just flipping through cable and you find something on TV from a channel you don't even know. That's kind of how it is. You click on martial arts, and a bunch of movies are going to pop up. Way of the Dragon. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. And of course, it says more to come. They'll be updating it. Shaolin Soccer, wow. Just all kinds of martial arts movies. Kind of help you out, I mean, you don't know exactly what you want to watch. There's Fearless, 2006. I remember when he made that movie, he claimed that was going to be his last movie, and then he started making more movies after that. Kind of strange, but I still liked Fearless a whole lot. It was a good movie. I like movies that have a true story sense to them, or are based on true stories, like IP Man too. Okay, and yeah, let's go ahead and click on one of these links real quick. Got a little time. And you notice it said link 1, 2, and 3. If link 1 doesn't work, try 2. If 2 doesn't work, try 3. If 3 doesn't work, then you're going to have to search for it in another section. But pretty much any movie you can think of is going to be in there. It's taking a little long. Well, I don't know. Here we go. Let's see. I'm turning the volume down because I noticed in the last video, anytime I played something, you couldn't hear my voice when I was trying to explain things. That is excellent quality, HD 720. I noticed in the video when I put a movie on or something, it looked a little choppy or something like that. That's actually just because of the device that I'm using. I'm not even seeing that. When I saw the video, I was like, man, this looks horrible compared to what I'm actually seeing. But there you go. That's for him. There's a for her section. which is really great. I mean, there's musicals. I mean, all kinds of musicals in here. Not that just girls want to watch musicals. I actually got kind of engulfed in a couple of these the other day when I was setting one up for my mom. I mean, there was Annie, and I think it was Mary Poppins. I've sat there and watched for a little longer than I care to admit. I think I almost took my own man card away and tossed it in the ground or something. Anyway, Wizard of Oz, just all kinds of stuff, and it's not going to be loaded and loaded with stuff, but it's just a good source to find something to just when you're bored. There's even a karaoke section if you want to sing some karaoke with some friends or something. But one of my favorites, and I wish they had this in both his and hers, or for him and her, is the fitness section. I mean, think about how much all these things cost. I mean, Billy Banks. I mean, his courses are expensive. Insanity is expensive. There's yoga. I mean, all different kinds of things in here. And not only that, this isn't the only one that has workout videos. If you flip around, I can't remember exactly where it is right now, but if you flip around, you'll find P90X and some other ones. But in this particular add-on, it just has all these, but it's got tons of stuff. It's got the entire Insanity workout video. I've seen another one that has like whatever this guy's name. I can't remember his name, but the guy who makes, or this guy right here who does Insanity, he's got some other ones too. And so there's like 3 or 4 in another add-on. So I'm just gonna go back out of here. So that's pretty much it. There's not really a search for these kind of things. You just kind of go in there and fiddle around and take a look at stuff. The main thing, like I said in the last video, is going to be TV shows and movies. And probably the best add-on to use in movies is Exodus and maybe Phoenix for right now. And in the future, Exodus might become less popular, and some other thing might become the next best thing. And Echo, the people who have created this particular build, they will automatically update things, and you can request that they put on an add-on if you happen to be skimming through YouTube, or a friend who has Cody tells you about some kind of add-on or whatever. Then they will do that. So anyway, another thing I wanted to show you was box sets. Box sets is basically just it's going to be your, like you go to the store and you buy the trilogy of a certain movie, like Mission Impossible 1, 2, 3, and 4, that kind of stuff. All the Harry Potter series. It's going to be like the series. So that's what you're going to find in here. You can click on box sets. After yours is updated, you will have a few box sets up here too, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, there's a sub-menu with a few of the real popular ones, like James Bond. It's got tons of James Bond in here, if I remember right. Like, probably from the very get-go, like 1962. I like how they have the movie dates, and they got them all in order, so you can just go right through them. One day, I'm going to do, not one day, it's going to take me a lot longer than one day. That's a whole lot of James Bond. But one day, I'm going to start with the very first one, and over a period of maybe a month or two or something, I will go through them all, and to the latest, which is Spectra. And so, I mean, it's very cool. And again, like I said, if they don't work in here, most of them should work. Let's just pick a random one. If they don't work in here, just go do a search in the movies, and it should come up. But at least it gives you an idea. Like if you keep it, instead of just trying to just guess or something at just a certain genre or something, at least this will give you an idea, and you can look at it and find something you might want to watch. And I don't know if you're a Netflix watcher, but I just canceled my Netflix not too long ago, and one thing that I didn't like about Netflix is the new platform they had that was integrated into your actual Blu-ray player or your smart TV device. It just wasn't as user friendly. It looked really cool, but you couldn't see what was going on. It's like I was seeing the exact same movies in every category, and I wanted to see more movies. Man, that is real clear for an older movie. Came up pretty good. It's in 720. It's definitely in HD. Let's see. The buffering wasn't too long either. So anyway, that's that. Well, let me go back there real quick again. Also, I wanted to show you this pretty cool feature. You can change the list. I might have said this in the first video, but you can keep on clicking on the list, and there's a thumbnail. There's a full wall. You can also use banners. So I believe when you use banners, watch banners, you got that clicked on there. After you watch it, then it will no longer say new. It will say watched or something like that. You can take new banners off or whatever. Well, let's see. Anyway, you can figure it out. I don't ever use the thing like that, so I'm real basic. I just know what I want to watch and I watch it. I mainly watch TV shows, to tell you the truth. That and a movie every once in a while. So we're at 10 minutes, 11 minutes. Last thing I want to show you, and I'm sorry, I'm really sick, so I really can't remember what I need to watch that video again, the very first one. I can't remember what all I put in there. But I wanted to show you, let's see, UFC. A lot of you are UFC watchers. You can click on here and you can watch some of the old fights. Click next, there'll be some more that comes in there. But UFC Finest right here. It's not a promise. No one is promising that any link will ever work, because they could go down, or someone might decide they don't want to do it anymore and they might pass on the add-on to someone else to work on. That person might not be as diligent as they are. So there's no promise that will work, but if one goes down, someone's going to want to make a new add-on, and eventually it'll be back on. But UFC Finest is very good about pay-per-view UFC. This Saturday was one of the fights, and I actually texted the guy on Twitter who created UFC Finest, and his Twitter account is Detective Cody. So at Detective Cody, you can talk to him from there. Just add him, and he's actually going to post every time that there's a link for a live event. He'll post it on his Twitter. But you just go to UFC Live, and it's going to come up. And under here, it says live events will show here, and you might think it's going to show right there, but it's actually going to show right down here. There's about 10 links, and there's one that said something test, and I clicked on that, and it had 1080. It was showing 1080, very, very clear, but the buffering was really bad on it, so I paused it, because you can pause something for like 10 minutes and come back, and it will, a lot of times it will play really good. However, I didn't want to wait, so I just clicked on the very next link, and it wasn't as good a quality, but it never stopped on me, and it was just great. And I got to watch the UFC fight without having to go to Wild Wild Wings or whatever, Wild Buffalo Wings, Wild Wild Wings. So anyway, that's that in a nutshell. And feel free to just play around in this stuff, and don't get discouraged if things aren't working, because if it's not working there, it's probably working somewhere else. And you can come in here and just click on some of these add-ons. Let's see. It's kind of hard to work this with the device I got, because it just wants to slide around. You can even come in here and just start like Aries football. Like, that wasn't shown in any of that stuff. You can click on there, and well, you can usually click on there. So there. We should get it now. And you can search through there and just start looking at it. You just start looking at stuff. It might be live TV. You might get a live TV link. You might get something else. But you never know. I mean, that one's probably not going to be football, American football. But if you want to watch, again, if you're a UFC watcher, you can click on Evolve. And in the section called Kraken, right here, let me change the list view real quick. I like this view for this one better. It looks fancy. Whoops, where'd I go? Let me go back in here. There we go. No, that is not where I was at. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's see. Evolve. And Kraken, right here. Kraken, you are going to have a list of all the past pay-per-view UFC fights. Just go to UFC, and that's going to pop up and say UFC replays. And there you go. Let's just test the first one out. This is the very last one, not Saturdays, but the one before that. And I'm not sure how often he puts the new one up. This is not going to be the same guy. It's not going to be Detective Cody. It's going to be a different guy. But you can see that. I mean, really good quality. It's not 720, but it's still very, very good quality. And just randomly pick another one. I went through here when I first got this application, and every single link worked. And then probably a week ago, I was testing it out for a friend, and there was one or two that didn't work. But, I mean, most of them work, and you'll love it. I do. Just comes up really quick. And like I said, there's other things in there too. I mean, just start clicking on them and check things out. There's highlights, all different kinds of stuff. UFC Ultimate Insider. Alright, so that's basically Cody in a nutshell. I mean, the TV guy, or I'm sorry, the TV shows and the movies is your number one thing that you're going to be doing on here most likely, because there is no advertisements on the TV, there is no commercials, and it's good quality. It's really good. You don't have to wait for Netflix to bring them out next year. You can watch them as soon as they're over. So that's basically Cody. Check out the Sports Center. There's gonna be live sports channels in there. And kids, same with kids. You're gonna have plenty of stuff in there. I've checked out some things in Cartoon Network or Super Cartoons, and they weren't working, but you got all this stuff to check out. And then you can click on add-ons and see if there's any other things that look like kids things. And you can always request the guy who makes this particular build, Echo Wizard, and ask for more things for children. But I'm sure they're staying up to date. But they do need help to know what's out there. So if you do know something, or you got a friend who's got the Cody, then just whisper in this guy's ear right here, and just tell him that you would like to have some more stuff for kids too. But if you're just looking for kids movies and you know the name of the movie, just go to movies and type it in, and most likely you're going to find it. All right, that concludes this video. This is part 2, Everything Cody. The next one is going to be the TV guide, so stay tuned. That one's a very important one.